So you're probably wondering to yourself, why does it say continue under Crash 2? And I'm here to tell you, your old pal Travis did a little oopsie boopsie. Your old pal Travis may or may not have forgotten to hit the record button.
Yeah,
Something that I've given you shit for
many a times.
Once or twice.
Many a times.
Maybe once in a while. And
I'm glad you're already shitting on yourself before I get a chance to.
I'm willing to do that. We got 20 minutes done, and I looked over at the board, and I'm like, you're gonna hate me for this. But made that little oopsie.
Yeah.
Little oopsie.
Yeah.
But we're gonna play Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.
Cool.
The old classic. Well, you only got through like 2 levels before you noticed it, so that's not the end of the world. You got maybe half an episode before you realized it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little goof.
Yeah, he did a goof.
It's my bad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, hey, look at it this way. You get to play more Crash Bandicoot 2.
You're right.
Those are some banger levels.
Jeez. All right. Yes, we are playing Crash Bandicoot 2. We're actually going to go through all the Crash Bandicoot games. 1 through 4. Not all of them.
But, you said all of them, so, I mean, it's already...
Not Wrath of Cortex.
But it's recorded. You said all of them.
No, the 1 through 4. 1 through 4.
We already played 1, though. So, because we've already played 1, then there's technically one more game that's on the table. So that means we get to do Wrath of Cortex.
No.
You promised them 4 games, and, we've already done 1, so...
No, they're numbered. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And Wrath of Cortex, yeah.
No! We'll just jump into 2. Jeez.
I know that memory card.
Jeez. Yeah, I know. I still got 5 of them laying around here, so...
Yeah, they're just giving them away.
Wow, you really can see the back of his throat there.
Yeah, he needs to brush.
He's got cancer of the mouth going on.
If anybody was going to get cancer of the mouth, although look at them pearly whites.
I know.
That man knows how to floss. We were just saying in the recording that now no longer exists, how I appreciate how each of the Crash games segue into each other.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, that even though Twin Sanity and Wrath of Cortex are technically non-canon, don't really fit.
They suck.
You said it, not me. But they still also do that where they segue into each other and they also acknowledge each other.
Yeah.
When going back and looking at some of the footage for our Twin Sanity playthrough, there's even a moment where it's in our favorite scene where Cortex is trying to pay his workers fish, and he's like, well, times are tough, checks are starting to bounce. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as he wanted it to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty good.
And we got to see this is the first time we get to see Engine.
Yeah, this is his debut.
And I talk like this.
Yes.
He talks like this.
Yes, master.
Mister.
They had to have basically Engine's like the Igor to Mr. Cortex's Dr. Cortex.
Pretty much, yeah.
To old, I guess Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Or Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. The Gene Wilder special.
Yep.
But yeah, so we've technically already done this, or we're kind of just breezing through. We're not really talking about a lot of this stuff again, but we started going through and reminiscing about Toys for Bob, Vicarious Visions, and old Crash Bandicoot and all that stuff.
All that stuff. Yeah, it's just breeze. It's all that stuff.
We've
already talked about it at this point. Of course, nobody's heard it at this point because I don't know, somebody didn't hit the record button. So I don't know. So maybe we just listen to Neo Cortex, see what he has to say.
He's just talking about how he kidnapped us.
Would have been turned down. I need your help.
Do you?
Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors.
It's a weird way to ask for help, is to kidnap somebody. It's
right.
It's a good way to start.
Warp somebody into a random place with portals.
Although Crash doesn't really know where he is right now, so
no.
He just sees Cortex and a disembodied head in the air. How's he doing it?
How's he doing it? All right, here we go.
But the last time we tried to record this, I was telling Joe that Crash Bandicoot 2 was my first Crash Bandicoot game because I didn't play Crash 1 when it came out at first.
You didn't play Crash 1?
I
Boy,
have
it's
played.
almost like I didn't know that like 20 minutes ago.
You did. Well, they don't know that. This is new for them. Why do you gotta keep rubbing my nose in the mud?
Did I?
Did you hit record?
I did.
You thinking about it now? Do you want to double check?
No, I not that.
What?
I
You broke
crushed a box.
You did crush a box. You did in fact do that. But
Well,
you're just going for it, huh?
we're gonna get all the boxes this time.
All right. Well,
Then we'll run through.
but anyways, yeah, my first experience with Crash was playing Crash 2 on a demo disc, which was also coincidentally the same demo disc that introduced me to Parappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper.
Because
Rapper.
that demo was also on that package and it had the Chop Chop Master Onion stage,
Chop Chop Master Onion.
which I thought was the fucking hardest thing ever to play when I was younger, because the timing was so weird, and like purposefully so. Like it's weirder in the demo than it is in the actual final release.
Right.
I think it's just because it's a demo and they didn't want people to beat it.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, but the demo for Crash 2 has the second stage, the ice level.
Ice, baby.
Freezy Peaks? Is that? No. What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Mario.
Yeah.
It's Snow Go.
Snow Go. Yes, that's the one.
It's Freezy Peaks. We're playing Mario 64 again.
Well, we played a lot of Mario 64. It's the freshest thing on my mind. It's been a minute since I played Crash 2. I haven't played it since since this collection came out.
Well, you should play more.
I should play more. I'm actually thinking about it. Honestly,
Damn it.
I was talking to you about this on one of our breaks after recording. That I've been having the Spyro soundtracks playing just like on repeat, and that's made me want to sit down and go through and play Spyro again.
They're so fun. They're just fun. There's good, wholesome fun.
Stuart Copeland knows how to make a track.
He does. Well, I mean, as the drummer of the Police, I mean, I would think you'd know a little thing about music. So.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He knows how to slap the bass.
I'm also happy that he's like the one that's like, yeah, I'm putting this stuff on Spotify because I really like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to be really I used to have like a subscription to like PlayStation Underground and like those demo discs. Because I don't know, I just didn't have like a whole lot of games growing up, or at least mostly did renting because games were expensive, so I didn't get them very often. But at least we had a subscription to that, so I could at least like play stuff. So when the time came to get a new game, like I'd be like, I want that one. And one of those demo discs had like a behind the scenes of Stuart Copeland when he was walking him through like how he composed the soundtrack for Spyro.
Oh, that's cool.
I think
I ever had that one.
What's that?
I don't think I ever had that demo disc. I had quite a few demo discs myself, so
That clip is on YouTube. You can look it up. I think Stuart Copeland even has it on his YouTube channel. Yeah, so it takes him into.
Shit.
I don't think he has this recording
Okay,
studio
we can
anymore,
look at
but he's like walking him through how he because it's all digitized. He would just go through and record the instruments, and you just keep them. And the way he recorded it, because that was the first time he'd ever made a video game soundtrack before.
Right.
He would take things and he would place them over top of each other in kind of like weird ways that doesn't really make sense in terms of making music. But he just kind of like throws shit together in like weird ways and just kind of like just do it as he goes. And that's how the Spyro track was made, just putting things together and seeing what works. It was like a weirdly like improvised soundtrack with not a whole lot of planning.
I feel like I read an interview with him that dealt with something about it was talking about the Spyro soundtrack, and yeah, it was just pretty much he was trying different shit, and he was just trying to make things that sounded like, mythical dragons and kind of, wondrous, kind of sounds and stuff like that. But I mean, you can kind of also hear in the music and Spyro and stuff, you can hear like
to destroy the world. The crystals are the
kind of MIDI-ish like
the fate of the world is
police songs.
That was a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah, so like, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which I mean also explains why it's such a banging soundtrack. So
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to listen to.
Crash. Do we get to play as Coco in this game or no?
No, you don't play as Coco in this one.
Even though,
I don't know if this remake does it or not.
Because we were able to swap to Coco in the first one.
Maybe this version does. In the original version, you
Right,
can't
obviously
play,
you can't.
I don't
Yeah.
know. This version, maybe you can play as Coco. I don't remember.
Now you're probably wondering why did he go back in to the world that we were just in?
I wasn't wondering that, actually.
Oh, all right.
I just thought you were being weird.
All right. I just really like this level.
Yeah,
that's
it's a great level. It's a good
Yeah,
starter
yeah.
level.
Yep.
Anyways.
Well, for those of you that actually did care, jeez, there's a bonus gem that we have to get in this level that basically just requires we don't smash any box whatsoever.
Stay away from those boxes. You're going to get a splinter.
Right, exactly. So as long as we do that, we'll be okay. And we'll get this bonus gem, which we need to unlock like special areas later on. So
Yeah. I think we decided you're not doing the speed gems. Or the relics?
Yeah, I'm not. We'll see when the time comes, but I'm not gonna be able to do that until I get the run at the end of the game anyway. So,
Yeah.
so I'm not worried about it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not breaking boxes. What am I doing?
No, you're not.
It was like, yeah, I gotta get that one. No,
That'd be really tragic if you forgot about it. and
I
had to go
did.
back out.
Yeah. Well, I meant to do the 0 one first, and so that kind of messed with me. So.
Yeah.
Of course, from the forgotten lost
It-
episode.
It never happened.
Yeah, that never happened. I actually did do the 0, but we wouldn't know that now because we didn't record it.
That's fine. It never happened, so.
Yeah. Well, we got the gem anyway, so now we're good.
That was a practice run.
Yeah, you're right.
This is the real one.
Yeah, this is the real one. Yeah, we needed a practice run of Crash 2, so
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes you get rusty.
I don't get rusty with Crash. I don't get rusty. Is that you mimicking Crash or talking about me getting rusty?
That's both.
Oh. Cool.
Tendinitis is a hell of a thing.
So.
You are helping Cortex get
Got a little extra stank on that delivery.
He does.
Love to see it.
gem. Interesting.
I also, in the previous recording, I made a joke that Dr. Brio is like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents because he sounds like he's always on the brink of saying Fairly Odd Parents. But of course, that was from the first, recording that didn't happen either.
Well, we can change
So-
it up. We could say he's like Doofenshmirtz.
No, he's not like Doofenshmirtz. He doesn't have like that,
Not the crystals.
I guess,
got a-
Austrian stank to it.
He's got like it's like a nasally kind of, I don't know.
Laser beam that will destroy Cortex.
Nasally, like evil scientist voice.
I guess. Of course, yeah. At this point, though, it's all old news at this point.
All right,
'cause
we're
it's all
already
gone.
on level 2.
We're
We're basically
all
where we
gone.
were.
No.
We're on Snow Go.
Well, now I got to get through Snow Go, though.
You
And
didn't
then
even. Well, you finished like one level for Snow Go. You didn't even get like all that stuff.
I did get all of Snow Go. I got the gem and the crystal.
Maybe you did. Well, nobody saw it, so it doesn't really matter. You can't prove me wrong. But yeah, we were talking about Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions. Now that Toys for Bob is coming back and apparently doing another Spyro game,
They are.
which is pretty exciting.
I'm very excited.
Yeah,
Everybody should be excited for a new Spyro game.
I was lamenting the fact that they'll probably never get another Tony Hawk game again.
That's right. That's right.
It
We were
is-
talking about the
is-
fact that, it looked like very promising that 3 would be a thing. But now that Vicarious Visions is no longer a thing, I ain't got to worry about that now.
I just don't trust anybody else to do it.
True. I mean, as smooth as 1 and 2 were in terms of like actual skating and stuff, I wouldn't trust anybody else to do it either.
No, they already did it. I mean, they already showed they could do it. 1 plus
Right.
2 plays exactly the same as 3 does,
Right.
and 3 is like a perfect video game.
It's a perfect video game.
It's a perfect video game.
Perfect video game.
The only thing you could say about it is it's a little dated, but aside of that, it's fantastic.
Well, then it's not a perfect video game if it's dated.
That's not fair, though. I mean, Castlevania Symphony of the Night's a dated video game because of the load times.
Well,
but,
yeah,
like,
that's because it's a terrible game.
that's a masterpiece of a video game. What are you talking about?
Sorry, if the game's older than 10 years, it's outdated. And
This
it
game's
sucks
older
now.
than 10 years.
This one's not.
This is
No, it's not.
Crash 2.
This is a remake.
What year did this come out?
This is 2017,
Was it 2017?
something like that. Yeah.
Really?
Ain't been that long.
I feel like it was longer than that.
Nope.
Huh. Really?
You could look it up.
I don't know where my phone is.
Wow. Doesn't know where his phone is.
When did 4 come out in like around 2020?
It did.
Okay.
Which is why, I mean,
When did
a
Spyro-
decent amount of people played 4, but like, it didn't get the, it just came out because of COVID and stuff. It kind of came out at a bad time.
Well, shit, it did come out in 2017.
See, look at that. Bam. Pulled that right out of my ass.
Yeah, you did. When did Spyro come out? That came out after this.
It was 2018.
Yeah, okay.
It was the exact year after. So,
Huh. Yeah, I guess this game did come out around the time the Switch came out.
yep.
Yeah, alright.
Boom, 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 boom.
Huh.
Boom, 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 boom.
Look at that.
Bam.
Alright, now
Now we are caught up.
We are back where we were. And in better time, too.
Don't start with me.
You did it faster. See, the warm-up helped.
How do you know?
It was 20 minutes. You said it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes, but we fucked around for a couple minutes there. So, I mean,
That's
we're
not
about,
my fault. I didn't do that. I don't have the controller in my hand.
Wow. This is the shit I get, guys. This is the shit I get.
Why are you...
I'm just trying to hang out with
Don't
my pal Travis.
sidebar with the audience.
Trying to enjoy Crash Bandicoot with you all
Not me?
out there.
Am I not included in this?
No, I said with you and with the crowd.
But the way you're talking
As
to the
well.
audience makes it sound like you're like in the corner of the audience saying, yo, this fucking guy, let me tell you.
But exactly though, this fucking guy always wanted to give me all this shit and stuff like that. Oh, poor Crash, he got
That's
tied
new.
up in his yo-yo.
Huh.
And it just gives me all this shit. I just want everybody to be on the same page as me when I say the following thing.
Uh-huh.
Travis,
Yeah?
eat a dick.
It's so simple.
And let's go hang 8.
I'd rather hang 10. I do like that it's called hang 8 since they only have 4 fingers and 4
Yeah.
toes. That is very clever. This game is ahead of its time.
It is.
This is not that stage
What?
where you go the other way.
Man, when it comes to Crash, I've played enough Crash games to know, like, I gotta check everything.
You're
so,
thorough.
yeah,
You're thorough about your Crash.
I am. Especially these levels, because they'll just put a box in the random corner and be like, ha, I bet you didn't see that one.
That's true. Which, between Spyro and Crash, which game do you think you could 100% faster?
Spyro.
I was going to say, I feel like that was the answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I've put way too many hours into Spyro at this point that, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you better move.
I gotta go.
I'll be excited for the day when we finally do a playthrough of Spyro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just to see how fast I go?
No, I mean, it's been a while since I've gotten to see like Spyro played, so
Fair enough.
it's just nice to return to it.
I forget, am I trying to beat the level this time?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you gotta go.
But I gotta do this though. I gotta get all the boxes.
If you want, you're not gonna beat it in the time though.
Oh shit.
Womp,
Oh, shit.
Womp, 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 womp.
Okay.
Maybe
Got it.
maybe when Spyro's out, maybe we'll actually get a proper like Crash Bash remake.
Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've kind of lost hope that a Crash Bash remake would come. To be honest with you, where they would like add in like extra levels and stuff.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it happening at this point.
Yeah, that one kind of falls into the category of not
Special.
not a Naughty Dog release, so it probably won't get the same love and treatment.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
That's probably the reason why they stuck with these 3 in CTR, since those are actually Naughty Dog games.
Yep. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Which is weird, because in the CTR, they also included a bunch of Nitro Kart stuff, and that's not a Naughty Dog thing.
That's true. Got it. Yeah, these special areas suck.
Yeah, they're tough.
Okay.
This is one thing I really appreciate about Crash 4 is they gave you that little reticle that pops up under the feet.
Yep.
Makes it easier to judge where you are. They kind of have the shadow in this one, but like it's very faint unless you know what to look for.
Right. Exactly. Well, luckily I know what to look for.
The box, it's in the air.
Yep, sure is. Well, we're gonna have to
What are you doing?
go back and forth on this because there's a lot of.
You might as well just go.
Yep. Well, just in case, they might put up a TNT or something like that up there. So
Oh, now it's thinking.
yeah, I don't. Once again, when it comes to this shit, I don't trust Crash Bandicoot games when it comes to this shit. Because there's a very good chance they might just throw up a nitro or something like that and say, fuck
I
you.
really like looking at this water.
Yeah, it's very clean.
It's very well animated.
Yep.
It's like weirdly, really well animated. I guess that's kind of what you get when, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to render on this screen.
I mean, true. I mean, you know, there's a lot of, there's a decent amount to render, but,
There's a lot.
But
I mean, in terms of like things on the screen, like
Right.
compared to what you would normally see in a.
and especially, like, the side things, they don't move or nothing, so
Yeah.
they're just kind of stationary.
Well, that was the thing that
Got it.
Naughty Dog hung their hat on was they were able to make like Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 on the PS1 are some of the better looking PS1 games you can play.
Right.
That's because they were like, you can't go that way.
Okay.
It's just
I was just like, why is there two things over there?
I think it's just like scenery.
It must be.
But they were very smart in how they handled like the camera. Because the way they have it like tilted down, and then sometimes like when you're walking on hills, like the background is like kind of sunk down.
Right.
And because like they were so clever with how they handled the camera, the draw distance for how they're drawing in objects is a lot closer than you would think it would be. So because of that, they were able to dedicate a lot more processing power to making the backgrounds and the characters look more colorful, vibrant, and detailed. Just made it look for a really pretty game. It's just amazing to me. Like, Naughty Dog has always been like just pioneers of like getting the most out of games.
Right,
They've,
exactly.
They've been that way since the beginning.
You go back to go back and play the original Crash, and it's the same thing honestly with Insomniac as well. Is there anything else I need to do here? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Get out of here. But Insomniac does the same thing. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Insomniac is great.
With because they were the ones that came up with Spyro as well, where they got the most out of the fucking system that they used, and like even if you go back and play original Crash or Spyro, like they still look good.
Yeah.
For PS1 games,
They're
which
very
is
pretty
saying a lot because there's a lot of games you go back and play them and you're like, wow, the games themselves are masterpieces, but looking at them, it's like, ugh. It's some of them look like a Jackson Pollock painting. It's like, what am I staring at?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will communicate with you again.
Well, that was the big thing about Insomniac and Naughty Dog is before. Well, I mean, Insomniac didn't get bought by Sony until the PS5 era, really. But before Naughty Dog was owned by Sony, when they were still Universal companies, they worked together like in the same lot, like literally right next to each other when they first got going. So when Naughty Dog made Crash was about the time when, because what did Insomniac make before Spyro? It was like
Did they make anything?
They made
right.
a first-person shooter.
The
Doom clone.
Disruptor.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
They had made that, but they never really did much work with 3D. But Naughty Dog had already put together the engine for Crash and all this tech. So because they were in the same lot, they shared ideas and stuff like that. So I think that's the main reason why Spyro
Fucking
looks so
bird.
good is because they literally had like the pros that had kind of mastered it. So they kind of swapped like tech and ideas,
which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean Ratchet and Clank. The reason why that stuff works so well is because Naughty Dog had made an engine for Jack and Daxter, so all that shit with like the floating platforms got utilized into not Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank.
Oops.
This is a cool thing.
Yeah, you just don't get that anymore these days.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often.
No.
It was a very different time though. It was a very different business.
True. Ah, shit. It's this thing. It
is interesting to me that it took so long for Sony to acquire Insomniac. I understand why Insomniac didn't want to do it, but it's just, I'm surprised it took as long as it did. I'm sure there probably were offers at some point, but...
Oh, yeah. No, there definitely were.
Boyd's.
See, the problem with this level... Oh, they're mechanical birds.
Yeah, they sure are.
I guess I didn't notice that before. So the problem is, the fuck out of you.
Yeah, you can do that.
Huh?
I forgot you could do that to the saw blade ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. Right.
Oh yeah, there's another path.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where it ended. Hopefully, there shouldn't be any enemies now because I knocked them all out.
You should be okay. You just gotta worry about those pits.
Yep. Hence the reason why the name of this area is called the Pits, because it is the pits.
More like the shits.
Ha 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 ha.
Wow, you alright?
Ha 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 ha
Ha.
ha.
It is interesting that they have you go back and backtrack through this.
Okay. So I just got it. Be careful. God damn it.
That's good. That's good.
It's not good though, because now these fucking Boyds.
These fucking Boyds. Where you going?
Well, I gotta get
gotta
all
hit
these boxes now.
That's true. Gotta hit that box.
Because I think part of it is that if I don't go this way, I don't think there's certain boxes that won't unlock. Ah, shit. That bird's gonna be there.
That's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is the shitty part right here. Ugh.
Them toidles.
Toidas.
Toidas.
Okay, don't bring the bird back. Okay, yep, the bird's back. Okay, at least they didn't come immediately back. Ugh. This is the rough part. Got to watch it so I don't fall off. I don't want Crash to go splat now.
Huh. I mean, at least it'd take him a while to go splat. He's fallen into a large pit.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want my boy to go splat.
But sometimes it's fun watching him go splat. He's got...
Son of a bitch, it's the same one! Whoa! Whoa! At least this one doesn't have a gym where you can only die like 3 times, like in 4. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
or a couple of those later levels in 4, it's like, I can't die at all? Really?
All right, doing those fucking tapes in 4 is really tough.
I like doing the tapes, though. Those are fun. Those are just fun challenges to do.
They're just well made.
Yeah.
They're fun little things.
I almost biffed that.
Yeah.
Do, do, do. There's the bird now. I hate the bird. I hate the bird now. Yes, I
hate the
really
bird.
do.
I almost wish that they would just give you the option to pan the camera.
No. I like this.
Why do you like this? This boggles my mind.
What? I don't know. There's something about have this camera angle. I really don't mind it.
Well, it's not necessarily like, I mean, for what it is right now, like you have a clear view of like what's ahead of you, but like when you're going backwards, like,
Yeah, it's like
being able to like just
it's a
pan
little
it down.
challenge. That's all.
It's just, I don't know if it's a fun challenge though.
I think it is. You son bitch. You son bitch. You son bitch. Gotcha.
You could have just hit him. You could have just like slided into him.
Well, I didn't trust it.
I think you can even spin these guys too if you wanted.
Nah, I don't trust that either.
I don't trust like that.
I don't. I have trust issues with Crash. Crash specifically.
That
There you go. Got it.
it's like you have trust issues with it, yet you like the levels where you have to walk towards the camera.
Right. Exactly. It's fun.
I don't get that.
It's fun.
Why is it fun?
Who?
What is fun about that?
What are you talking about?
I just don't get it.
What don't you get?
I don't get how not being able to see what's in front of you is fun.
Because it's it's especially like when you're backtracking through the left path or something like that. It's like, it's kind of like a memory thing. It's like, okay, what's coming up? What am I looking out for this time?
Well, like in a lot of cases though, like I mean that makes sense for this section, but for the sections where you're running away from the boulder, like you're seeing that stuff for the first time, so you have like milliseconds to like.
That's fine.
It's not fine. It's not.
I enjoyed that though.
It's not a memory thing though.
Well,
it's
in that
like
case,
trial and error.
So if I'm talking about this specific level, this one is just like it's more of like a memory puzzle.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense to me.
That's perfectly fine. If you're talking about the boulders ones, that one's just fun because it's kind of frantic and it's just like, okay, I got to react quick. It's it's instant reaction timing and stuff like that, and I like that too because it's like hand-eye coordination. It's you got to watch out for what's coming up next, and I can't do that just yet.
Oh yeah, you can't do that yet.
I don't know. It's just it's a neat thing that you don't see in any other games. I don't know. So that's I know. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I enjoyed the boulder levels.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
in this game.
It's the same thing that I get frustrated with, like, I don't know, 3D platformers that have like really like cameras that don't work with you. Like you just don't have you don't have the data that you would need to like see if this level had you like going back and forth, like you can see enough of the screen where you have like enough information to like make like an educated decision on like how you want to handle it. But like with the boulder, like you get maybe like an inch of like real estate to like see what's ahead of you. And
I think you can manipulate how much you can see up ahead if you just understand like how close the boulder is compared to you as well.
You mean like
in terms of like you can give yourself more breathing room than just that inch, depending on how far the boulder is away from you. And stuff.
I meant like you have to be like right up against like the screen in order for like the camera to actually like move.
I mean, I guess I know what you mean by that, but
yeah.
At the same time, like I said, I think it's just a matter of, just understanding, the mechanics of it, and then just kind of getting used to the surroundings that are around you and stuff. And once again, I think it also does come back to like a memory thing, because it's like, okay, we got this far this time. Okay, I know that there's a stick here that I gotta watch out for. There's a pole here. There's a gap here or whatever. And it's like, okay, now I know that those are there. Let's see what happens in the next 50 feet or something like that. And then, you get closer and closer to the end or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. Okay, so now I know the path. Kind of a neat thing. But also, I think for Crash as well, Crash for the most part is pretty linear in terms of its map layout and stuff. So they're trying to invent more ways to extend the time in the game by going back and forth, left and right, kind of adventuring with everything that, a platformer usually has to incorporate as well. So they just want they're it's kind of like Mario, They're messing with all the different angles and different things that they can do with the technology of the time. And, that's, has expanded to what we get in like Crash 4 now, where it's like, now it's like the gravity manipulation and all this kind of, now we're walking on the ceiling. Now we're doing this, So, all that kind of comes from just messing with what you have to work with. So
yeah, I suppose they do occasionally have like objects that will kind of guide you into the direction that you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
If you're like paying attention to it.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, like usually in like the boulder sections, they'll usually have the Wumpa fruit, and they'll be like angled diagonally. If you just follow that, then that's a safe path and stuff. So, but yeah, once again, I think it's just another tool in the toolbox for them to be like, extend the gameplay a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And that's just a theory. Okay.
They don't do that anymore.
Quandary.
It's a game Quandary?
Yep. I didn't want to finish it because I was like, would Matt Pat sue me right now? Could I get copyright from it for saying a game, the other word?
I don't think Matt would care about that.
I don't know. He's a pretty ruthless guy. That's behind that smile.
I mean,
is a demon.
you play enough like Five Nights at Freddy's over the course of like a decade.
I bet.
You
Yeah.
come out a different human being. As somebody who spent 2 years with nothing but ill bleed on the mind and going through that game multiple times in a row now.
Yeah.
You come out a changed man.
That's true. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for our first episode. But We're gonna get all the crystals, all the gems. So hopefully you'll join us on this journey through Crash 2. It should be fun. I'm very excited to go through this. And if you are as well, like, comment, subscribe.